appointment. They said that's the first they had heard of that. Although Urban Meyer just told Tom Luginbill that the Buckeyes will rotate backs today. So I don't know if that's confirmation or denial as the pass is incomplete.
Years and seems to be in the best shape of his career in 2013.
Miller. And here's Philly Brown. And Brown is near the
prize that I knew.
Here's Braxton Miller, Tom, going for a touchdown. He faked out the entire Illinois defense and takes it 69 yards for a.
You see it right off the edge there. That's Kennard, 59, and then Svatina, the linebacker, 34, just doesn't take the right angle, and nobody on that Illinois defense is going to catch Braxton.
Illinois, because they moved the ball to midfield in a couple of plays as they have trouble with the exchange, and Miller just says he wasn't ready when he started as a true freshman. He played here as a true frosh as he fires incomplete. And had just think about it. We talked about the winning streak for Ohio State. Illinois has lost 19 consecutive Big Ten games. Miller with all kinds of time, and he's got a cannon. Passes.
He's throwing into the wind, which is significant, and it just kind of fluttered on him. And if that ball was thrown further down the field, it might have been an opportunity, but Devin Smith.
After a 9-yard pickup, and Miller with a quick throw, and it's a first down. Devin Smith out to the 25. Ezekiel Elliott, who started the game, a freshman. That's kind of what happened with Braxton Miller earlier in the year, as Miller throws incomplete here, not on the same page with Devin Smith. So first down on the 36-yard line. Miller in trouble, steps up and runs. And Miller gets another first down. Inside the 35-yard line before he steps. Miller to the air. And his pass is pulled.
Miller going through his progressions. He didn't do this a year ago. He looks downfield, flips field, gets back, and gets a completion. Staying in the pocket, surveying the field. He's got great protection, and he's making plays downfield with his arm.
He'll throw again here, lobbing to the end zone, and overshot a wide open.
Devin Smith gets off the line of scrimmage, and he's wide open. That looks like an easy throw.
Game in 2 years. Miller hits Hyde out of the backfield, and Hyde is loose, and Hyde is in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
To go back and look at that touchdown. Here's Hyde. He's just going to come out of the backfield. And here's Zane Petty. He's got him in man-to-man coverage. He's in a good position. He just has to make the tackle right there. There's the tackle. Here's the first down. You make the tackle, and they attempt to field it.
They'll line up Hyde about 4 yards deep, and Braxton Miller just trying to get more speed. And Braxton Miller so far 4 of 9, Tom, with a touchdown pass. Buckeyes up 21-0, and Miller able to step away from pressure. He was looking deep, and now tried to hit Brown.
Physically talented and gifted that he can frustrate defenses with the way that he escapes.
Strong, quick, fast. There's a dart thrown to Evan Spencer at Ohio State. And when the opportunity came along at the end of the season, he wanted to coach again for the Buckeyes as Braxton Miller is inside the 15.
Miller is the jump cut. Take a look how he cuts on a dime on the first level, then the second level. He just has great vision, kind of power run game.
Meanwhile, the Buckeyes looking to extend their lead to 28-0 as Miller throws to the end zone, and it is caught. Touchdown.
Shoulder fade route. Perfectly thrown from Braxton Miller, and a nice job coming down with that football from Philly Brown. You start to add Philly Brown into the mix, you know, when you have that really solid run game inside with the turtle.
I know that the little brown jug is near and dear to your heart, so all other trophies pale in comparison.
That's not true. I'm just saying it looks like a squirrel.
Miller,
and he's confident in making that throw if that defender's not looking.
You see Miller clap, and then the snap comes. Here's a wide receiver screen, and Illinois is all over it. Pressure coming, and Miller in trouble. And he's sacked inside the 5-yard line by Tim Kennard. It's Wisconsin. They also blew out Penn State. They won at Northwestern, and at that time, Northwestern was in the top 15, but they have not won a Big Ten game. As Corey
self-included as to how this offense would translate against some of the better defenses. We might have an opportunity to see that against Michigan State a little bit later in the Big Ten Championship.
Look at Braxton Miller making moves, getting outside, stiff arming. And Miller with time and had a man open.
To tell him when to throw the ball and to help him with his reads, and that time just a poor throw.
Here's Miller running inside the 15, and Miller inside the 10. All right, Reese, good to know that you're still watching.
No tear in my eye.
Miller going deep, and boy, overthrew his receiver. As you've watched a half of Ohio State football, looking down the road, what's the flaw for the Buckeyes as Miller throws complete?
The style points. This is a 2-touchdown game, and Ohio State needs to start putting their foot on the gas pedal here on offense.
Miller on the rollout, and his pass
is to confuse Braxton Miller with a blitz.
They rush 4. Miller fires incomplete
every time.
So first down for Ohio State. Miller. And another incompletion.
In third down situations, do they have the guys to make the plays?
And here's Braxton Miller, slips a tackle, great balance.
Carlos Hyde just running over people.
And Braxton Miller puts it on the ground. Illinois.
That comes up with the football. Take a look. It looked like Miller was going to keep this ball and run upfield. And it just came out, when he wanted to move, it just came out of his hands. And Bates was the one putting the pressure on. It looked like, you're right, he tried to get that ball, but when you're...
But they got a false start penalty. And again, Braxton Miller trying to find... See how they handle this defensively. 3rd and 9, but they come after Miller. Well, rush 4, and Hyde wide open. And trying to dive for the first. Ohio State rolling and out to score points and blow Illinois out and try to impress voters. They're just worrying about securing a win right now. Miller going to the air. Nobody open except on the sideline Chris Fields, who's inside the 20 and down to the 10.
The secondary to hold up this long. There is just no pass rush on Braxton Miller. That's way too much time, and you can see Fields for Ohio State.
46 yards. Now on the rollout, Braxton Miller. In trouble. Got a man wide open, but it was deflected.
And that's why it was such a pivotal steal. Remember, he was committed to Oregon for almost half a year.
Miller to the air on first down. Going to go deep. And again, the wind problem is more. Did it at Utah and Florida combined, and did it 22 straight at Florida, 08 and 09, and 21 straight right now here at Ohio State.
The team that scored 3 points against Michigan State.
First down for the Buckeyes on their 25. And a design run, Braxton Miller. And a good run.
Nail that in. Alabama probably has the toughest road.
Yeah.
And then Kansas, Stanford, and Baylor. Even Auburn, if they were to upset Alabama, has a chance.
Miller gets the first.
It's hard to really accept them lock, stock, and barrel after what we've seen from them in the past couple of years.
Here's Miller inside the 40-yard line. They've just gone to, hey, Braxton.
Defensively and offensively is not right. And so that's what's the most disturbing thing about Michigan. And quite frankly,
kind of a hangover effect after the big victory as Miller takes off inside the 15. And he's short. We'll see if Ohio State. And here's the quarterback run. Miller tripped up.
Issues, so I think they sold out on Braxton Miller.
Hyde is back out there, and he's going to go out in the pattern here as Miller throws incomplete. And he will throw. And Miller trying to run around. Now he'll take off. And he threw it up in the air. And if it's in bounds, they could pick it off. Did you see the Ohio State receiver? Corey Brown tries to tap it back into play here. Watch number 10. Watch Corey Brown. Instead of batting it out of bounds, he tried to, well, I think he might have been trying to bat it down, and he got pushed by Bentley.
But a huge mistake from Braxton Miller there. And, you know, he hadn't been in a whole lot of those situations, and you just got to go